Good evening, mamas. I was only planning on doing one video today, which was my welcome video that I posted earlier, but I'm back. It's been a little bit of a difficult day today, which is why I kind of look a little disheveled. And we were all sick last week as well, so I'm sorry if I keep clearing my throat or if I start sounding raspy or anything. I still have this crazy cough that will not leave me alone. But I just want to talk a little bit about something that I just kind of realized today, and it's something that I guess I never really thought of before becoming a mom, and that is when we have something come up in life that, before kids, we were able to just kind of feel our feelings and deal with it right then and there. But now that we're moms, that can't always happen. And we still have our kids to take care of because our kids need us. So as moms, we got to kind of put our needs to the back and our kids come first. Just like all of us good moms want to do. Our kids come first. And that's something I never really thought about, because when I would get mad or sad or anything like that, I would just sit and cry, just right there. And it's something that I feel like I took for granted, to where it's like, if I was just having a sad day, I could just sit on my couch and cry just right then and there. I didn't have to wait. I didn't have to, wait until later after somebody went to bed or whatever. I could just do it. Well, we got some unfortunate news about one of my dogs, Bryn, today, and my heart has just been slowly breaking into pieces all day today since we got home from the vet. And that's something that I've just had to kind of push down a little bit, because my daughter still needed to be taken care of. And so I just had to kind of put my big girl panties on and trudge through. Now, not to say that, just like any of us good moms do, after the kids are in bed, we just go, when we need it, we go have a good cry. Maybe some of you, might have a glass of wine to wind down, or whatever you need to do to kind of work through your feelings. You do it, as long as it's somewhat healthy. I'm not saying go do drugs, but just have a glass of wine, wind down, cry in the shower, cry in bed, whatever you got to do. That being said, though, this portion, maybe down the road I'll change my mind. I mean, I've only been doing this mom thing for 8 months, but one thing that I'm trying to do with my daughter is do things a little bit differently than how I was raised. And just kind of do things the way I maybe wish they were done growing up, that I feel would have helped me kind of thrive more. And one of those things is showing my feelings, not being afraid to show my emotions. Now, of course, there is a time and place to do that. Sometimes you do have to push it down a little bit and wait until there is an appropriate time. But I want my daughter to be able to process her emotions properly and efficiently, and know that, she has two very loving parents that are here for whatever she needs, no matter how she's feeling. So today, when I got home from the vet, I did cry in front of her. Growing up, I wasn't allowed to cry. I was, told that crying is ridiculous, or you don't need to cry, no tears. Now, I did live with my grandparents for the first almost 9-10 years of my life, something like that, because my mom is somebody that is like, no, feel your emotions. But just kind of during my formative years, when I was kind of figuring all that out, I was always told, no, you don't cry. There's no need. And I don't want to do that to my daughter. I want her to know that it's okay to cry. Yes, there is sometimes a time and place, but I want her to process emotions correctly. So when I got home today, I talked to my husband, let him know what was going on, and just had a good cry. And that's okay, because I want her to know that, yes, mommy's sad, mommy loves you, but mommy's just a little sad right now. And I hope that's something that I can keep up with her as she grows up. So once she is able to understand emotions a little bit more, when she's a toddler, you know, to be empathetic towards somebody that is feeling sad, but to also don't take those emotions on yourself. So that is really something I hope to instill in her, that other people's emotions and feelings are not your responsibility, but it's okay to be empathetic toward them and just make them try to feel okay. Just even sitting there with them, just some way to make them feel better, but not bringing those emotions on as her responsibility. Because that is something that I had to do as a child, is I took everybody else's feelings on as a responsibility, and kids shouldn't have to do that. So I don't want my daughter to do that, but basically just processing emotions and letting her know it's all going to be okay. So I apologize. This is kind of, I feel like I rambled a little bit, but I just kind of needed to get my thoughts out there. And if you guys have any suggestions, questions, anything like that, please feel free to comment below, or reach out to me on any of my social media accounts. And I will talk to you soon, mamas. I hope you have a great night. And I will be posting a follow-up video on Bryn for any of the dog lovers out there that might want to hear her story. I plan on going over, just how we got her and our life together and what the current situation is with her. So that'll be in another video. But I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I hope you mamas are able to get at least a little bit of rest, a good night's sleep. Have a candy bar, have a glass of wine, whatever you need to wind down. So have a great night. We'll talk soon.